Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, in order to clarify how people in Gaza charge their phone mobiles, there are certain options available in the Gaza Strip for charging mobile phones. It's important to have our mobile phone charged during this crisis. Okay, we don't have usual and normal electricity, unfortunately. We live in crisis. We do live in very difficult conditions. Now, what happens in Gaza? There are three main options. Three main options in order for us to charge our mobile phones. Now, option number one is to hire services of a charging station. Option number two is to use solar panels. Option number three is to use power from hospitals and governmental bodies. During this war, we don't have governmental bodies or governmental institutions available, but we have only hospitals. Now, after the advancement of time, hospitals' numbers started to diminish, to decrease because of destruction, because of this appalling and difficult war. Now, let's clarify those options together. Now, option number one is to hire services from power stations. It's not free. People pay about $50 to charge their mobile phone one time. So payment, the cost is $1 in order for us to be able to charge our mobile phone for one time. Okay. Now this is option number one. Most, if not all of people in Gaza use this option. Most people use this option. Now let's move on to the second option. Using solar panels. Now this is not commonly used. People cannot afford to buy solar panels. It's very expensive. It's very expensive. Now, in my case, personally, I borrowed a solar panel from one of my friends. Now, the solar panel must be connected to a charging unit, to a small unit, in order to charge phones. Now, this unit has a voltage output of 12. And in other conditions, people actually connect the solar panel to a controller or a power device. And when you connect a solar panel to a power device, about 1 kilo or 1 kilo or 5 kilos, you have an output of 12 you have an output of 220 voltages. It's similar to normal electricity, but it is very expensive and not all of us are able to cover the cost of having a power unit. Okay, and in my case, I do use a charging unit which has a voltage output of 12, which is mainly connected to a solar panel. Okay, other people follow a certain routine or a certain system to charge mobile phones. They connect their solar panel directly to a controller device, and the controller device is connected to an inverter so that at the end you have an output of voltage of 220. So you can charge your mobile phone using the normal mobile phone charger. Now the controller device is also expensive, and it can simply be out of order because of not having an arranged power system. The circuit process is not easy. It's a little bit complicated, and you need an expert in order to set up this power system. You need an expert in order to set up this power system. Now, once again, in my case, I do use the solar panel I borrowed from one of my friends. I connected directly to a small charging unit that has 12 voltage output. I hope the situation becomes clear. Now, in the third option, which is very rare, not people use it, very small number of people use the third option, which is to request from an employee in order to charge the mobile phone using the services of hospitals, because hospitals have more capability, more advancement, use petrol and motors run by petrol, which actually produce a normal and usual electricity, but it is not commonly used. It is not available really for most of people. It's only available for a very small amount of people, just for employees and relatives or friends of employees in hospitals. I hope the situation now turns out to be clear, and I hope I give you an idea how people in the Gaza Strip do charge their mobile phones. Thank you very much for the time being, and see you again in another video.